lead opt-in framework. Okay, so right here, okay, very specific. Few things. Whatever you have for your headline here, you're going to want to keep the same. So you have a headline. But the difference here is that you just figured some things out. You identified what their challenges are. Everybody may have the same desires, but the challenges are very different, right? So you're going to write up the same headline. Let's call it the how to desire without segment specific objection. Okay? You're just customizing it. So each one of these is going to be different. You're going to have the headline very different based on what you learned about them inside here. Make sense? Of course it does, right? In some cases, you might have a different desire for each segment. So segment specific. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. What we're doing is we're keeping it the same and relatable, but what we're doing is we're listening, we're understanding what they're saying, and now we're showing them and we're customizing it for their exact situation. All right, so that's important. Okay, number two would be now the segment related problem. So you're identifying their problem, right? And then it's here. So the segment related problem and your segment related solution, right? So based on what you just told me, I identified X, and the number one thing for you to do next will be shared with you on the next page. Something along those lines, right? So I've identified your problem. I understand what's going on with you. You don't have any marketing experience. So I'm going to send you a report or come on the other side, and there's a video where I'm going to explain to you the one thing on what can help you with building high qualified leads without any marketing experience, right? So that's what would go after here. Then what we do is, okay, now this is something that's interesting. I didn't mention it over here, but what you can do, okay, is we talked about this earlier, right? Ethical bribes, something of value. So what you could do here is you could tell them that you're going to send them a report, or it really depends on the type of survey that you have, right? It might be that you're giving them the outcome or where they rank or what color they matches their workout schedule, right? Whatever that is, that's going to be part of the results. You're going to create curiosity on this page. So we'll dive into that later. But what you're doing is you're still identifying what the problem is. You're showing them what the solution is. And now down here, you're telling them what to do, which is that they need to fill out their information below. And this is where they have their, their information. Let's call it whatever. Depends on what you want. Depends on what you need, right? And the idea here is that you're going to position it where you're going to give them that one thing that will solve their problem after they submit their information on the other side, and that'll be on your outcome page. So the language is you don't have any marketing experience, and based on the information you've given me, I've identified what you need. So fill out your information below, and I will see you on the other side and share with you what it is you can do now to solve your problem. All right. So the idea is that you're not giving them information on the lead opt-in because you want them to fill out the information. They want them to give their name, right? So name, email. If you need address, ask for address, right? If you need the phone, ask for the phone. Whatever you're not going to use, don't ask. At least not in the beginning. Phone, you can make it optional. Okay. So, and then there's the click button, your disclaimer, etc. Right? So you're telling them what to do, and you're adding in telling them what to do, the call to action, and the reason why I throw in here ethical bribe is because you could offer them something here of value to the person that lands on this page, in addition to all of the other stuff that they're going to learn about themselves. So whether it's the report that you're going to give them from when they signed up through this process and gave you information, it could be you giving them a PDF to a checklist, whatever your giveaways are. You can add them to an email series. You can get them to book a call, whatever this stuff that we're trying to get them to do at the end. We're trying to now make this ethical bribe relatable to what we're doing on the back end. That's something that they want, that will help them with what they're going to be doing. Okay, so, and I'm gonna have like a framework laid out here, so I'm gonna be able to ask you guys a few questions, and we'll fill it out immediately, right there and then.